Hello, my name is Amy Sturkey. I am a pediatric physical therapist, and I'm going to be here with my co-instructor, Bode. But first, I wanted to talk about total motion release. This is a way, a philosophy of how to look at postural restrictions in the body. And it was originally developed by Tom DeLonzo Baker from more of an orthopedic point of view. And then Susan Bloom brought it in more from a pediatrics perspective. And she has a very specific way of looking at children, especially if they have torticollis, from this perspective. Now, I learned it from Karen Charlton, and it is a philosophy that is a little counterintuitive to many physical therapists. So they look at a set number of movements, and then they look at them on both sides of the body, the same movement, they have a set of them, and they figure out which side is tight. So physical therapists do that all the time. We look at restrictions. For example, and what they do when they look at restrictions is they go to the side that is the most restricted, and they don't treat that side. They go to the other side. And so what they do, for example, what I would tend to do if I check somebody's hamstrings and their hamstrings were tight, we would work on stretching the hamstrings, but they do the exact opposite. So their philosophy is if you have a restriction, such as the knots in this, that if you take it and you pull it tight, you stretch it, you only make that knot worse, so that it's really quite, yikes, hard to get out. However, if you take a knot and you lengthen it, that you loosen it. So what they do is the side that is tight, they shorten that side so it loosens it up so that it can then be able to stretch out later. So that makes sense to me when I thought about if you take something that's tight, you stretch it, you just make it tighter. But if you shorten it, push it together, shorten it, that you loosen up that tightness or restriction so that you can then stretch it better later. So let's try this. I'm going to just do 4 different movements. And what they do when they do total motion release is they do all the movements, and then they figure out which one of the movements that they've done is the tightest, the hardest to move in one particular direction. And then they start with the one that's the worst, and they go to the easy direction. So I'm going to do four different videos, 4 different motions, and we're just going to do those ones. But at the end, what we'll do is think about which one was the worst, and we'll go back and do that one with Bode too. All right, so let's bring in Bode. Okay, so the first movement is upper twist. Now, according to their beliefs, the research that they've done, that most babies, when they're first born, twist to the left easier in their upper body and to the right better in their lower body. So what you can do is you put your hands on either side of the trunk and you twist them. Let's try Bode to the left. Now you notice I've got his legs stabilized, so I'm just getting an upper body twist. Twist left, and it looks like he's going a little over halfway to shoulder to the front, to the left. And when I go to the right, hi. It looks like I'm not quite making halfway. So he's twisting a little easier to the left than he is to the right, which is exactly what they said most babies do. So they said in order to treat that you'd want to take them to the left and hold them there. And after you hold it for a while, you check the other side and see how it does. So we've gone to the left. Let's come back to the right. Oh, it's still a little bit tight. Let's go back to the left. And they would keep coming over and hold this position. And as he loosens up, you feel a little bit of slack. You go a little bit further. I see. A little bit further. Now I could have some toys over here to his left to keep him entertained. I could sing him a song. Going to the left. Boop. Hi. And then try back to the right. Whoop. Oh, look. Very nice. To the left and to the right. Oh, we got right over here, sweetie. To the right. Fighting it just a little that way. To the left. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. 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 Boop-boop. Boop-boop-boop-boop-boop-boop-boop. Boop-boop-boop-boop-boop-boop-boop. Hey. Boop-boop-boop-boop-boop-boop. And back to the right. There we go. So with Bode, I'd have to hold it just a little bit longer because it's still easier to the left, harder to the right. So it would take just a little bit more time with Bode, keeping him to the left, keep trying back to the right to see if you can get a difference. The right gets easier after holding out to the easier side, the left. Whether your child has a left torticollis or a right torticollis, you should try this and try just whichever side is easier, stick on that side longer. And if they're even to start off with, you don't need to do this one. So I hope this is an easy idea to start thinking about torticollis from a total motion release side. I hope this is helpful. We'll see you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
If you liked this video and would like to be notified by email when the next video comes out, click the subscribe button here and click the golden bell icon and ensure notifications are enabled on your account.